Okay, it looks like we're ready to get started. You'll each be presenting short summaries of your books to the class today. So I think Irene is going to go first. She read Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days. Irene?
Okay, thanks. The book Around the World in 80 Days is an adventure story written by Jules Verne in the late 1800s. It is about Phileas Fogg and his assistant and their trip around the world. In the beginning of the book, Fogg is in London. One night, Fogg tells his friends that it is possible to travel around the world in 80 days. His friends disagree with him. They say they will give him 20,000 pounds, or around $2 million in today's money, if he can travel around the world in 80 days. So, Fogg and his assistant plan their trip around the world. Fogg and his assistant then leave London. They have a lot of problems during their trips, such as becoming separated from each other in unfamiliar countries and their transportation breaking down. But each time they figure out how to resolve the challenges they face, and they continue with their trip, never abandoning their goal. They travel through a lot of really interesting places around the world, such as London, Egypt, India, and Japan. In the end, after many difficulties, Fogg and his assistant arrive back in London, apparently too late to get the money. At least, it appears that way at first. They think they arrived only a few minutes too late. However, Fogg realizes that it is actually a day earlier because of the time difference as they were crossing the world. As a result, Fogg's friends give him the money. Overall, I think this is a great adventure story that teaches the reader about different places around the world. In the historical context of the 1800s, traveling around the world was a very difficult thing to do. So I also think the book teaches the reader about effort and Fogg's attitude to never give up. Even though he faces many challenges, Fogg labors on toward his goal and succeeds in the end